lot of people in our shop that don't realize how much work it truly is. You know, I've been doing this for about a total of 10 years now, and I've seen the sun come up and many a night they're working on that truck and have to turn right around, get back in that truck and drive it again the next day. It's a lot of work. If you like motorsports, get into the motorsports field, learn the mechanics of it, stay in school, get your education on how things work, especially these days and times. The geometry and technology of what we do is so great now. It's amazing what you really think. It's just not a bunch of tubing welded together and big tires on it. You know, it's a geometry, it's a shock because of the jumps that we do and the crazy things we do. You know, we're having a truck running down the drag strip in the summertime now that's running almost 75 miles an hour, you know, 80 miles an hour. So the geometry and everything has to be in line. When you're running 80 miles an hour, you don't want tires or the chassis out of square running that fast, or it could be disastrous for the driver. So yeah, I mean, stay in school, learn the mechanics, learn engineering, and you'll go a long way in any of this.
Absolutely, and like I said before, we actually have a lot of graduates working for Cell Motorsports on the Supercross side, on the Monster Jam side. You know, these guys get there and really, they just have a passion for this. You know, the pay is not the biggest deal to them. They just want to get into the industry. And, you know, if you had, like, just one word of advice, I know you said stay in school, but, like, to get your foot in the door in motorsports, is there any kind of trick you think someone would have in their back pocket that they need to learn?
I don't know. It's a little bit hard to say, you know, in the one-word thing, but just don't get frustrated and don't give up. I mean, I always said when I was growing up I was going to be a monster truck driver. It took me a while to get the right break at the right time. But just pursue it. That's what you got to do. You just got to pursue it and stay at it and just pursue what you want to do, and it'll come to you.
Absolutely. All right. You know what? Chad, we want to thank you guys again for coming out. I think it's trivia time. You've given out a few answers out there. I want to give some stuff away to the crowd. You guys like free stuff? Yeah! Were you paying attention? Nope. All day. All right. I like that. Let's see. Chad, I'm going to hand you the prizes here, and you can give them to, let's see here. All right. You have 3 questions here. First question is, what former organization did Chad work for before he came in to Monster Truck? Let's hold that hand up first. NASCAR, that's it. That's it. There you go, sir. Oh, look at that. Surprise foul stop somebody else's hand. All right, let's see here. You've been doing this a while. You're a veteran, man. You've been doing it for a number of years. How many years has Chad been in this business? 7. Oh, 10 years. And 7 as a driver? That's right. That's right. There you go. All right. And you said you guys do some incredible speeds in some of these tracks. I mean, some of them are stuff, especially in Vegas, when you come outside the stadium into it. How fast? What's the top speed of one of these trucks right there? 80 miles an hour. That is correct. There you go. There's a prize for you. You knew that? You already got a prize? You gave it to the answer? Oh, look at that. All right. I tell you what. Stick around, guys. We're going to have some more competitions going on. We're going to bring Chad back up. And you guys, actually, Chad, if you want to do like a real quick Q&A while we have everybody here, do you guys have any questions for Chad? You know, it could be anything from like how we got into it, what you think of the industry, anything like that, technical, non-technical. Yes, sir. What's that part? What is that part? Actually, that's a good question. What is that part?
It's actually called a champagne, is what we call it. It actually bolts to the rear end housing. From that P50C that's broken off, it should have a 6-bolt plan that bolts to the main housing. All that stuff comes off of a forklift from the military. It comes from a 4-wheel